Welcome, awesome Aquarians. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. How are you all this month? Well, I'm here to do your April Tarot Astrology. And I know there's a lot happening in the world at the moment, which I'm not going to talk too much about, but it may come out in the horoscope or in the reading. So if you haven't followed me before, just really briefly, what I do is a bit of astrology, some tarot cards, draw some cards, and also some psychic channeling. So I'm primarily clairvoyant and clairsentient. I do hear sometimes as well, so a bit of clairaudience thrown in for good measure. Okay, so this month, you're likely, you have Mars in your sign, all month, so you're likely to be feeling very motivated. The thing about Mars, it's a very action oriented planet, and so you might feel with everything going on in the world that you want to tweak some aspects of your personality or your inner core beliefs. So you're very motivated to do that, and it can change your identity even. You may be feeling like cleaning out your wardrobe, updating your appearance in some way. It's a bit hard nowadays to go to a hairdresser, but maybe you can order some colour online and do it at home or something like that. So yeah, a lot happening, and in that regard, around you, your personality, and what's important to you, and having things your way. Now let's take a look at your horoscope. And we'll go to the board. And the first thing that I do is draw some cards as theme cards for you for the month. So we're looking at the first half of the month. Oh, and that one just flew out of my hands. And it's the Ace of Pentacles. This is all about new starts in your finances and your possessions. If you've lost your job, you may be looking for a new job, or you may be looking, even if you've kept your job, you may be looking for a side hustle or some other way to diversify so that you've got income from different sources. Okay, so a new beginning, a new start. There's also, in different countries, have different packages. Australia, for example, and the US, I know, has money going out to citizens. So this could also refer to that. So the first week of the month brings you changes, but sort of positive changes, okay? Ace of Pentacles there. For the first half of the month as a theme. Okay, and the second half of the month, let's see what comes out. And I'll find a card that's really sort of, that one there is calling me. Closing my eyes. Sorry, I've got a tickly throat. Closing my eyes. All right. What is that? I can see the ocean, and then I see this silver ring spinning above the ocean. Kind of looks a bit like an alien spacecraft or something like that. It's silver and it's spinning in a ring, but I have no idea what this means. What does this mean? Your subconscious. Silver is about the feminine energy, and this is like, I want to say, going in circles. Circle can be like a completion of something. Something's ending. I can still see it. It looks like a silver tire. So whatever it is, it's moving, and it's giving you, it's got energy, and it's giving you energy as well, and causing you to move. But I really don't know what it is, but it looks like a spacecraft. I've got no clue how to interpret that. Okay, so let's see what card comes out. And it's the Ten of Wands. This is the end of a cycle. And depending on your monitor, you may see there's a lot of green in the background, and she's wearing a green sort of striped skirt. This has been a cycle where she's had to work. She's had the motivation to do it and the inspiration to do it, but now what's happened, it's the end of the cycle. So she's going to be rewarded for her hard work. So if you are leaving a job, you could get some sort of severance pay or some sort of package when you leave. there's this new beginning here and this ending here. So you may find, awesome Aquarians, that lots of things in your life are ending and starting, and there's a lot of ends and starts going on. But this is the end of a cycle of hard work, and with that will come a new beginning. Now let's have a look here at your horoscope. And remember, I said to you about Mars being here in your sign. It's also with Saturn. So it's here all month. So you may be feeling motivated, but with Saturn there too, Saturn can put the brakes on. So you might want to get things done and then you find there's a bit of a delay. It's not that you won't get it done, you will. It will just take time and patience. The 4th sees Venus going into your 5th house here. Yippee, I've put. I don't know if you can read that. This is about young love, okay, and romance. You could meet somebody online or anywhere actually, but it brings, love around into your mind, and it gives you what I call a Venusian glow. So it makes you more attractive, more seductive, more magnetic, especially here in the 5th house. It's also about creativity and also the world of the child. You could have more to do with children, or maybe even get in contact with your own inner child who wants to have fun. And at home you're going to have to use some sort of, step outside the box and use some sort of wisdom as to working out ways you can have fun at home. Okay, there's going to be a lot of internet time, I can see. But yeah, with young love there, you could meet someone online. The 8th sees a full moon going into your 9th house here. Yeehaw! And this is your house of higher learning. It's more about abstract concepts, the big picture, rather than down here in the 3rd house. You've also got things happening there as well. So there is a bit of a focus on learning, teaching, sharing this month. This house here is also about foreign connections. You could meet a foreigner who's particularly attractive, and you could have more foreign connections. It's a house of wisdom and spirituality. So with the full moon there, you might find things coming up out of your subconscious for healing and release. All right, so the 12th sees Mercury joining the Sun in your 3rd house here of communications, which is things like, again, the internet, publishing, blogging, getting your word out there and sharing it with the world. It's also about your siblings and your local community. You could have more activity in your local community with Mercury going into there, because this is already the house of communications. It's like a double lot of communication activity. So you could be very busy, spreading the word. The Sun is in there, and Sun brings insight, awareness and happiness too. So you might feel like you've really achieved things around communications, and the Sun moves on the 20th over here into your 4th house of home and family. And you can see there's a fair bit happening there too. With Uranus, a volatile planet that is very unpredictable, and home and family, there could be some changes, people moving back home to be with parents, including you, or people moving in with you, like siblings, for example. And then on the 23rd, the new moon is also here. So the new moon is new starts, and it is again about home and family. So you could redecorate your actual home. You could maybe do something outside, landscaping. But a new moon brings a new beginning, okay, in home and family. Okay, so that's your horoscope for the month. Let's have a look now at some tarot cards. And I'm going to shuffle up some cards week by week. And I'll just see what I get psychically on each card before I turn it over. And I'm just looking now for the first week of April for awesome Aquarius, all those A's. April, awesome, Aquarius. Okay, going with that one. Okay, what can I see? I see a guitar, and that's about playing your own music. Okay, even though there is such a thing as karma, and we bring that in with us when we get here, you still have the ability to interpret the song of your life and play your own tune, play your own music with the instrument that you choose in the way that you choose. Okay, so that's what I see there. And we have the Six of Cups. This is a card of abundance, and it's like feeling really abundant. It doesn't necessarily refer to money, but it can. It's the overall happiness and feeling of achievement. Now, she's got down here flowers. You might be able to see that in cups. So feeling happy, feeling abundant. And you'll see here she's got a little stuffed toy there. I don't know if you can see. It looks like a teddy bear or something like that. So interacting with the inner child and feeling really happy about it. Okay, a lot of green, growth, opportunity in the background. Okay, so first week, that's really a great card. Okay, so second week of the month for awesome Aquarians. I'm going to go with that one. That's kind of sticking a bit. Closing my eyes now. Second week of April for... Okay, something about your hands. I can see your hands, and this is a bit strange. I see a big furry spider, but don't freak out. It's not a bad thing at all. It's a big furry one, and it looks a bit like an Australian bird spider. Oh my God, they're so big. It's the size, literally the size of your palm, and it's like playing with your fingers. And I know what this is about, so it's nothing to freak out about, because spiders weave webs, and weaving the web of life. Okay, so they have that very strong filament that they use to make spider webs, and that's what you're going to do. You're going to make a web of your, in your life, and you're going to set your life out as you want. Okay, so this is about, it's sort of like a progression of the song that you were playing that I just saw, but this time you're weaving something together to weave a new life together. Okay, we come up with the Justice card. This is about natural justice, natural law, L-O-R-E, not necessarily human law. If you do have a legality, a legal matter going on, this is a help though. It is a good sign. A lot of activity here. She's got to weigh up the evidence in front of her, and she's blindfolded. But you can see there's an owl on her shoulder, and that's about listening to wisdom and intuition. So that's what you have to do. Then you make a decision using the Sword of Truth, which is your analytical ability, what goes on in your head. Okay, so your brain, using your brain to make a decision based on natural law. Okay, and natural law because you can feel it, and it's what is the best outcome for all people. So it could be that you help other people out in some way and justice is served. Okay, but if you do have a legal matter, this is a good omen, and particularly I'm just seeing a white car, so if you have something to do with a car going on, that's a good omen. Okay, looking at the third week of the month for awesome Aries. Let's see what we can see. Okay, going with that one. Closing my eyes now. What do I see? I see a mirror. And this is like looking into yourself, the deep reflection of yourself. And you can see warts and all. It's not just the nice stuff. It's everything. It's the truth, okay? So seeing the real you. But it's good because then you know what to work on, okay? I see a tent being done up. So I don't know why it's a tent, but it's a closure or a finish of something. And I see, uh, uh, I see a nude man laying down in the tent, and you're zipping the tent door. So I'd say that's the end of a relationship for some of you. He's just laying there with no clothes on, and he's kind of, what would you say, lazy or indolent. He's not. He's awake, but yeah, he just feels like he doesn't do much. Not a lot of activity going on there. So I'm sure that's for someone. That's probably not for everybody. All right, Four of Cups. Okay, well, this is about love because there's a red rose right on the bottom here. Okay, but a woman comes out on top of the red rose. Okay, so she's using her self-esteem to get what she wants and get where she wants to go. There's a very strong spiritual bond here. See the white roses everywhere, so that's spiritual, but this is like a physical relationship, and it's very emotional, but there's a lot of green here at the top, so growth and opportunity coming, and spirit handing her a cup of emotions. Okay, so Four of Cups, probably to do with a relationship, but certainly an increase in self-esteem, and also the sense of self-worth and goal-oriented behavior, like you want to do something, you want to manifest it, and he's not doing much, but you can take the bull by the horns and become more of a, more independent, and get what you want, manifest what you want. Okay, and now let's go to the 4th week of the month for awesome Aquarius. See what we can see. Going with that card there. Closing my eyes now. I see a vortex of energy. It's a bit like a tornado. It's a bit like there's a card. It's the 9 of, I think it might be the 9 of Cups or the 9 of Wands. Anyway, with the genie, and the genie coming out of the lamp, and there's a vortex of energy. I'm seeing the vortex of energy. So in spirit, energy coming through to you, so you can achieve your hopes and dreams. It's about hopes and dreams. All right, so we've got 6 of Wands here, and this is feeling very motivated, very inspired, especially in relationships. So see all the 6 red roses there on top of the bats. So it could be a pre-existing relationship, or it could be a new relationship that you've decided that you want to go out and find, or deepen a relationship with someone you've met. Again, it's green and blue, which is green, the heart energy meets the throat chakra here, and you're talking about your heart's desires. It's like she's won an award. There's a sense of accomplishment around it, and she's holding up her logie, it looks like, because maybe she's acted in a certain way, and she's been so good at acting that she gets an award. So the issue there is, that's fine if you want to act a certain way, but don't be fooled that if you're not authentic, if you're acting like that all the time and it's not the real you, it can come back later. However, this is basically a pretty good card. 6 of Wands, likely to be to do with relationships, can be to do with a job well done as well, where other people appreciate you for the work that you've done or what you've achieved. Okay, so now looking last few days of April for awesome Aquarius. Let's see what we come up with. That one. Closing my eyes now. I get the sense of gold or yellow, which could be like solar plexus, accomplishment. That's the word that goes with this card, is accomplishment. Okay. Accomplishment, achievement. Okay, I see a boat on an ocean, and it's traveling very, very fast, and it's like there's a hole and you're going down to the bottom of the ocean floor. I don't feel like you're in any danger or anything. It's just happening very quickly, and that's like going down into your deep unconscious, okay? And lots of things. There's lots of treasures down there for you to find. All right, King of Swords. Again, wearing blue, about expression. Now, this guy sometimes is very useful to have this energy around. He's got a bit of a bad reputation in the sense of he can be ruthless. This could be someone around you, or it could be you. Sometimes we have to make hard decisions, and especially these days. And the issue is here, if you make a hard decision affecting somebody else, make sure you try and run it through your heart so there's some compassion, because he doesn't have compassion. Can be an authority figure, but he is useful because, see this big sword here, this is analytical ability, and it's the ability to classify, analyze, and make a decision. Sometimes it's hard to make a decision, but he can just tell. He can look at a situation and know, use the sword of his intellect, and come down and tell you what the facts are and which way it's going to go. This is the kind of energy that goes with a lawyer, so it might be to do with a legal matter. See, he's got diamond in the background. He's sitting on a diamond. Diamonds are formed by heat and pressure, and so he's been through some very hard times, and that's what's given him the strength that he's got. On the good side, of course, there's a lot of butterflies here, so it's new beginnings. It really does, some people go on about swords and they don't like swords, but everything has its place. So it is really very useful. Maybe I'm a bit OCDC or whatever it is, obsessive compulsive disorder, because I don't like it when the cards are crooked. I like them just to sit there straight. But yeah, you can sit there all day and play with them and never get them straight. Okay, so let me just have a look now and see what I can see to summarise for you. Okay, I see on the wall a couple of artworks, but then they turn into windows. So first they're like paintings and things, and then they turn into windows, which is like a window of opportunity at a certain time. Not always open, but something you're looking at has got an opportunity attached to it. I've got a young child here. Oh, how old is she? Maybe 8 to 10, with blonde hair, and that's probably to do with your 5th house and the world of the child, okay? And you become closer to children if you've got access to children. Okay, they're showing me like your thumb, and it's like a thumbprint, putting your thumb down on something and signing something with your thumb. So you could have some contracts that you need to sign, or some legal documents you need to sign. Also be careful that you're not under someone's thumb, but I don't feel that so much. I feel it's more you putting your mark, making your mark on the world. Alternatively, it could be you putting your thumb down on somebody else. But I don't feel that strongly. I do feel it's you making your mark on the world. Okay, they're showing me the new moon, and gosh, for some people, look, I know we're all in various stages of lockdown, depending where you are, but I see people going out. So yeah, please don't go out if you've got the virus in your country, because I see people going out. Please don't do it. Because it's not just about you. If you're young, you'll probably be fine. Probably not always necessarily, because some young people do get it. But it's more about staying home is an act of love for other people. Okay, they're showing me a rocket which is taking off into space. It suggests a new idea which is about to take off. Something you've been sitting on for a while, and it's going to increase and go up into the sky and come more into your mind. The sky of mind, so you'll get you'll have more activity around your new idea. Okay, well, that's it for April. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you found this useful anyway. And if you did, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to share it. But I just want to wish you a very insightful month this month. And please leave me a comment and let me know what's happening for you. Okay, there's my cat at the door. He's so naughty. I don't let him in anymore because he comes in and he just plays with the cards and things go all over the place. He knocks everything over. So I've started locking him outside so he doesn't like it. All right, thanks again, and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.